how do you feel our cultures have impacted our outlook on relationships? So like our British culture and Nigerian culture.
Has not.
Huh?
Has not.
You don't feel like the British culture and Nigerian culture has not had any impact on the way you view relationships?
No.
Or the dynamics of relationships?
I don't have a view on relationships.
Okay.
I just know my personality. I know that person's personality, and we're just figuring it out as we go.
That's a good way to approach things. That's definitely a good way to approach this. But do you feel like there's a difference in, maybe like stereotypical British couples and Nigerian couples?
I don't even know what stereotypical is. I can't even define because if I actually can't define for example, a Nigerian couple, because in my I feel like Nigerian relationships are like evolving.
Yes,
because there used to be a time when we knew specifically, okay, man and wife, woman does this, wife does this, husband does this, all that stuff. But now I'm seeing switches. I'm even seeing girls saying, "Bro, I don't even want the ring."
I hear that. Because that was actually the only thing that came to my mind. And that was like, maybe like in Britain, couples, they have, for a longer period of time, they have had this mentality of more partnership when it comes to relationship. Whereas in Nigeria, for a longer period of time, there was this dynamic of, everybody submits to the husbands. And not that submitting to the husband is a bad thing, but the way they used to approach submitting to their husband, as if, everything must go through my husband. I need permission from my husband to do this, and that. I need, my husband is the one that supplies everything for me. That kind of thing. Not that is not some people's choice. So I mean, that's what they want, they should not go for it. But that there was that general consensus.
But then also to keep it a buck, right? Because that was not what you're speaking about. I saw that when I went to Nigeria.
Yes, but that was not our.
But reality. Because if I'm keeping it a buck, my parents were not the typical Nigerian or even British thing. Because so when I saw that, I was just like, to me, when I thought Nigerian couple, I just thought my parents. So when I went to Nigeria and saw that type of traditional back in the day, to me, I thought that was unnormal. So I never used to actually really associate that's a Nigerian couple.
Yeah, I definitely hear you, and I think it's. But that's why I think definitely the relationships that you grew up around, it definitely has an impact on the way I think people approach their relationships or the expectations people have in their relationships. Like I said, I think like in this home, it was normal to see a partnership. We saw two people that figure how to make things work best for both of them and the family that they're building, that kind of thing. Whereas some people, they've been raised in that home where their mother literally did everything for the household. Their mother did everything for their husband, and now as they're growing up, they're going to their own marriages. If some of them have not shifted from that mentality, and to them that is their normal.
Like, bro, like I remember in Nigeria, like people used to be like, "Why do you act like a guy? Why do you act like a guy?" And I was just like, and it's as I got older, I was just like, what they're equating a guy to is the fact that I'm not following the quote unquote normal woman wife trend. That's what they're calling as. I'm not doing boy thing because it might. And when I think about
that's a words.
And what do you mean?
No, that's a words. Like you really said something there. Like
about Clinton.
Yeah, but that's a word. That's about all the same. Fuck it's.
Don't be Hailey Bieber.
You're not serious.
What's it called? Yeah, but like, what you're equating to like me being a boy is because I'm not following your quote unquote what's it called, woman trend. And to be honest, I got that from my cousins in Nigeria. That's why I used to hear like you're acting like a boy and all that stuff. And what's it called, or even the opposite with like my other siblings. I'm just like no, we're just acting as how we see our parents act. Like I don't know why it's weird if like for you to see my brothers cook.
No.
Or them like it's not that what's it called, or the fact that what's it called, my dad taught me how to what's it called, my dad used to ask me to help him like bring the stuff in. So therefore I'm like, because at the time I was great. I used to be able to carry stuff. Even now I will say that once I get back in the gym, I'll probably be able to do the things I was doing back. But back in the day, the way I was able to like lift things and stuff, and people used to be saying, "Why are you acting like a guy?" I'm just like, bruh, that's just how like. When the groceries were out, when there was the grocery, my dad got something, right? He wasn't saying Clinton and Reagan and Raymond come. Nah, he's saying whoever's there, come and get it. Clinton's there running upstairs because he ain't doing that thing.
Lol.
Running with a sandwich and just sees her father. Lol. Like it just happens. Like wow.
They just have friends. Like I definitely feel like we were given an example of teamwork. That's just what it is. Like whatever, however we need to work together to get the goal, we work together. And it's not a thing of like, oh, you're a man, so these are the roles you're gonna play. You're a girl, these are the roles you're gonna play. Who is? I feel like we definitely saw people giving each other the space to, lead in their best,
And
like
like,
lead in the field that
yeah,
they're best in. Do you
and what's it
understand?
called? I see it now, even more like now.
Yeah,
Like what's it called? There's things that what's it called you be saying, I beg Whitney and Jennifer, come and do this thing.
yeah,
And some people be like, some people like they'll be like, why are you like when like what's it called when the light goes out and
yeah.
says and she's like and you phone me saying, Whitney, I beg, I'm in the kitchen, come fix the light.
Lol. No.
It's like some people be like, no, that's a man's job. Go fix. They have to go fix the
We
light.
don't run things in
We don't do like that. Like
No. We are aware like what is our best traits here,
yes,
and allow that person follow and allow that person lead in that best traits. It's not about because like yeah, I feel like there are definitely homes where it's like people just allow a man lead simply because they're a man, whereas their wife can simply be better in that field, and that's fine. And to me, yeah, that's something I've definitely learned from my parents. Yeah, is that being a man is not determined by necessarily stereotypical leadership. I feel like
exactly.
there's leadership here in acknowledging that, do you know what, you're better in doing this. You should take the lead on this.
Like
Do you
what's it called?
understand?
The minute Clinton sees contract law business, he just be like sends a screenshot. Winnie, I beg read this thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I just think with leadership here, with being a man, you need to be wise. Like because it becomes I think a lot of it has to do with us and us feeling this because yes, men are meant to be the head of the home. But I definitely think in all things we should apply wisdom. God created us to be wise. So even as the head of the home, you need to recognize when somebody else is better at doing something, where somebody else taking the lead on this can yield us a better result. And taking a step back, it does not mean you're not leading. It's just like you're leading from what's it called? A different position. You're leading from a wiser position. That is that. Because you just doing things based on the fact you're a man, you're a man, you're a man. It may yield us no results when you could have easily had a better result. So yeah, I definitely do feel like we've had that example of seeing
Yeah, that's something
people.
that I definitely
Mhm.
appreciate. Even though sometimes it'd be like affecting some relationships. They'd be
Yeah.
like what's it called? For example, me dragging my own luggage.
Yeah.
But have you seen the what's it called? The person be like, when you give me the luggage, I'm like, no, I can drag my own luggage. I'm not what's it called? I don't have disability. No
Lol.
offense, people have disabilities. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't have disability. I can drive my own suitcase.
Mm.
A person be like, people are looking. I'm like, so what? They continue dragging the suitcase, moving the suitcase. What's wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong, but also don't hesitate from people. Like I like people help you out.